Hey, Joe here with Florida Concealed Carry. Going to answer the question today. What do you do if you get pulled over by the cops and you have a firearm on you? Do you have to tell the police in this traffic stop, in this instance, that you have a firearm? Plain and simple, no. No driver in Florida has a duty to tell police when they are armed. So do you tell the police when you're pulled over in the traffic stop that you have a firearm? That's up to you, but you are not required. Nobody in the state of Florida has the duty to tell the police that they are armed. No one is required or obligated to say that they have a firearm. Some officers might ask you about weapons in the car. You're still not required to disclose that. If you do disclose that, and that's totally up to you, there's a couple things that can take place here. One, they're just going to tell you, hey, you leave it there, I leave mine here, everything's good. Some, however, may ask, and I'm talking some law enforcement officers, may ask to remove that weapon from the vehicle and to secure it for the duration of the stop. You need to remember, this is a simple request from the officer. This is not a lawful order. It's only a request. You can refuse the request unless the officer has an articulable reason to disarm you against your will. Now, with that being said, listen, it's up to you. If you feel that you have to tell the officer or you want to tell the officer, hey, that you have a firearm, that's totally up to you. Is there anything wrong with that? No. Certain states, that's the law. Down here in the state of Florida, it is not. It is totally to your discretion. Hey, listen, getting pulled over is stressful enough as it is. You might be getting a big fine for something you didn't even know you did, or you were doing something stupid and you knew about it and you got caught. No matter how you're going to look at it, let's just make everything go by simply. Simple things you do. Turn on all the lights in your vehicle, roll down the windows, keep your hands on the steering wheel. All the occupants in your vehicle, if you have any, keep their hands on the seat in front of them or the dashboard in front of them. Make it easy for the officer. If the officer comes up and asks if you have a firearm in the car, it's up to you if you want to tell them or not. Some people feel that they have to tell them. That's fine. I know a lot of people have done, and let's face it, I've done it in the past, and nothing's ever came out of it. However, there are some out there that take things to the extreme, and they pull you out of the car, they're searching you, they want to take the gun, they want to run the serial numbers on it, they want to disassemble it, throw it in your trunk and all that. You're not getting in my trunk. You need a warrant for that. Don't care what the situation is. You have a right to privacy, hence the word privacy, which means you have the right to refuse a search of your person, your vehicle, and or your home. So listen, I am not trying to tell anybody to be disrespectful, rude, or refuse to answer any law enforcement officer's questions. Coming from me, no, it's not going to happen. However, you do have rights, and you have a concealed weapons license, and you legally possess that firearm. You have rights with that, and they cannot just come and take it away from you. You have a right to defend yourself at all times. There are several horror stories out there happening where law enforcement officers were taking the guns, disassemble them, throw them in the trunk of somebody's car, then later on that person's getting mugged and they couldn't defend themselves. It's not right to have that done. So show respect, be respectful, they're going to be respectful to you. It's up to you if you want to answer or not. But in the state of Florida, you do not have to volunteer that information. Hopefully this answered your question. If you have any other questions, please let us know. Send us a message, email, whatever it's going to be, and we'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. So have a great day. Hope to see you soon.